Grossa. Let's get going on the weather. Good morning. We have quite a storm system heading this way, so there's the possibility of severe weather. I'm going to downplay it slightly, but I also want to just give you a heads up that there's a possibility of some severe weather as we get into Thursday night. So we will be covering that. I've got my questions open and my comments, and I can start off by saying good morning to Maureen Dwyer and Lorraine Noel. Good morning, and Aaron Cole and Christopher Hansen. How about that? All right, so let's get into it. And what we're going to talk about here is that we do have an afternoon rain coming for southern sections. We will have a warm Thursday. Don't you like that when I can put the word warm in all capitals? Now it'll be warm for the entire state, warm compared to average, but for the southern half, it will be especially warm with temperatures in the 60s. Show that to you. And yes, again, we do have the possibility of severe weather coming into our forecast. So let's start off with our good old favorite European model. And we're starting off with this morning. And as we go into the afternoon, evening, that's the rain showing up. This is 2 in the afternoon. This is 8 in the afternoon. Okay. And so we will get a shot of rain overnight. Nothing real big. Kalamazoo, yes, you need to get some rain in there, and you will. And Debbie Jones, I'm going to cover this here now with the severe weather chance. Okay, so now we're into Thursday evening. So this is Thursday morning, Thursday midday, and Thursday evening. So midday is great. Evening is when we do get some thunder showers to come into the area. And then middle of the night is when the storms would be the strongest. And that's, again, good news because typically our chance of severe weather goes down as we go through the night. Now, this is Friday afternoon. The colder air comes in. Rain showers end in the southern part of the state. I'm just toggling back and forth between early Friday afternoon and Friday night. Snow showers in the northern parts of lower Michigan. And by the way, as we back it up, the UP does get some accumulating snow out of this, probably several inches. All right. So, hey, good morning, Doug DeYoung. Let's see. I'm sorry, 8 in the afternoon. I meant to say 8 in the evening. Yeah, sometimes my time period is all askew. So here's the Storm Prediction Center and what they are looking for. And again, it's a marginal risk from about Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, to Jackson, to maybe the Ann Arbor area. That would be Thursday evening, Thursday night. There's a 2% chance of a tornado. Now, I take a lot of heat on that. That's it sounds like a very low chance. Hey, here's something to put it into perspective. Nah, we won't use the coronavirus as an example, but 2% chance. Bear in mind that on any early March day, I figure it's about a 0.1% chance of a tornado. So you're increasing it by about 20%, 20 times. And it's where the Storm Prediction Center says it's a valid enough chance to start to at least talk about it. So it's an isolated case if it happens. Here's the chance of high wind gusts, 58 miles an hour or more. This again would be Thursday night, same area. So as the storms move into Michigan, they're going to have to kind of stay in the warmer sector so that they can stay strong or severe if they do. And as far as hail, this one is not expected to be a hail producer. I wanted to show you this. Spring severe weather is different than midsummer severe weather. Midsummer, you can sense it because it happens at the ground. You can sense it. The humidity goes up. The wind picks up at the ground. You say, man, it feels like it's a storm. The spring storms can be cooler at the surface and all the happenings go aloft. So what you're looking at is the wind speed at about 30,000 feet up, what we call the jet stream. This is Thursday night and you can see the jet stream, the red over Michigan. Those are 125 to 150 mile an hour winds. It's important exactly where we fall in that jet stream if it'll produce severe weather. This is not configured great for high chances of severe weather. And that's good news, of course. Now we go into Friday morning, and the wind speeds aloft, picking up to about 175 miles an hour. We go to Friday afternoon, and that whitish area, southern Michigan, that's a wind speed aloft, okay, of 200 miles an hour. Why is that important? That's the engine for storm systems and can sometimes be energy that individual thunderstorms tap into. So if we get severe weather, it's not because of what we call the instability at the surface. It's because of that strong jet stream aloft. And again, it's Thursday night, very early Friday morning. All right, let's get to the temperatures. And there's some good news on the temperatures there. Let me get it in the right perspective so you can all see it. And here's today. We're in the upper 40s, southern half of lower Michigan. We're in the 40s, northern half of lower Michigan and the UP. That is tomorrow. All right, how about a smile on your faces? Temperatures in the 60s. You know, you're not supposed to be cramped up in large rooms, but what about getting outside and raking the leaves that we didn't get a chance to rake when snow hit so early on Veterans Day last November? That can be done. Now, this is Friday morning. This is Friday, high temperatures. Still warm in the southeast, still 60 in Detroit and Ann Arbor and Monroe. When you wake up Friday morning, it's going to smell like spring and feel like spring. And hopefully that puts a smile on your face. Now, unfortunately, we know it's Michigan. We know March weather is wacky. So Saturday, you wake up and you almost freeze again. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s on Saturday. Short-lived, modifies a little bit, warms up a little bit on Sunday in the 40s, and then Monday near 50, and Tuesday in the lower 50s and spreading back. So point being is, again, every time we see one of these little last gasps of winter, it goes away real quickly. Hey, good morning, Jessica Hewitt and Stacy Nag. Good morning from Genesee, Michigan. And Mike Schultz, good morning. Ben Snyder, when do you think we can see 70? Southern third of lower Michigan, it's probably still going to be 10 days out or so, because next week it looks like a lot of 50s, maybe a 60 degree. Jim Corbin, I'm in this photo and I don't like it. I don't know what you mean there. All right, one last graphic for you. This is the 6 to 10 day forecast. Somebody just asked about when could we hit 70 degrees. 6 to 10 day forecast takes us through March 27th. And remember, there was a little period a couple days ago where cooler than average weather was trying to show up. And now that period is gone. And in the 6 to 10 day, leaning slightly toward slightly warmer than normal. Anastasia Sullivan, what area will a tornado be possible? Let me go back to that in case you're just joining us, and we'll show you the tornado forecast area. And again, this would be Thursday night, which is good for not having tornadoes because they tend to not happen very often at night in Michigan. You got to really have a phenomenal setup for it. But there you go. I think it was Anastasia. You're looking at Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Coldwater, Jackson, Ann Arbor. Hey, happy birthday tomorrow, Cindy Grossman. And Nathan Glick, please speak about the headline about tornadoes. Yes, okay, let's just back up a little bit because people are just joining us. Okay, this is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, your morning weather update. We do this every morning. I had a little snafu, you know. I always say it's kind of like going to the grocery store and you know where the bread aisle is, and then all of a sudden one night they switch everything and the bread is over there, and I was going to use toilet paper as an analogy, but that's not a good analogy either. The toilet paper is over here. You know, Facebook changes things on us as we broadcast through Facebook, and buttons change. You wake up in the morning and say, hey, I was doing this a certain way for the last 2 months, and now it looks different. So here we are. Let's redo the model, okay? Yep, Nathan Glick, you're welcome. We'll go over that for you right now. This is today, this afternoon. A little snow in the far northern parts of lower Michigan. Rain comes in late afternoon, southern lower. That's not the severe one. This is the storm center that's pretty strong. And look at where, I don't know if you can see it, but where the red L is, that's right around Leelanau County. Now, that puts the southern 2/3 of the state in the warm sector of the storm, the spring sector, where you get into the 50s and 60s, and the severe weather focuses south of that. Think they are considered cyclones in Hawaii. Not sure about what that is. Alicia Clymer just joining us too. So let me show you Friday morning, okay? And then Friday afternoon, Friday night, and it's all off. So again, this is where it would be, and it would be Thursday night, early Friday morning. Angie, that's a good thought. Hopefully it takes the coronavirus with it. You know, that's going to be something interesting I'm going to be studying here is there is a seasonality to certain viral seasons, to flu season. We know that it kind of comes on in the winter and goes away some in the summer. And they're starting to study that, whether coronavirus will have that kind of seasonality with weather and whether it will be weather related. So I'm trying to keep an eye on that if anything significant comes along as far as knowledge. Of course, you know, I'm just like you. We're learning stuff as we go hour by hour here. Becky Sadler, there's the tornado forecast. You're looking at it right now. It's a low percent chance, 2% chance in any one spot. And in its far southern lower parts of Michigan. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me on the MLive morning weather update. I want to continue to remind you that if you go to the MLive.com page, right at the top, you can sign up for coronavirus text alerts. I signed up just to see what kind of info we would send out and to keep myself updated too, because I'm just like you, getting inundated with info. And they really do a pretty nice job on MLive with 2 or 3 text updates during the day, and not an inundation, kind of a summary, and then a link that takes you to our main post about all of the most current information on the coronavirus. But for now, I'm switching gears to weather because it looks like it is going to turn stormy. We'll get through this storm. We always have. I'll keep you updated, and I just wanted to alert you on the slight chance of severe weather just so you weren't caught off guard. Debbie, is there a way you can display each corresponding day on each screen? I would love to. I'm not a data scientist. I contract with the company for data. I've talked to them about that. It's frustrating. It would be the very first thing I would do if I took over a data company, is I would put a label up on the maps, Thursday, 6 p.m., so everybody could read it. No, it's in this gibberish meteorological time speak called GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time, Zulu time. It's tough. I apologize. I'll keep working on it, try to get it for you. So thanks for joining me. This is the MLive morning weather update. Enjoy the beautiful spring weather coming tomorrow, and I will keep you updated here on MLive if there's any severe weather.